Selam.
Merhaba hocam.
Merhaba. Yine başı siz çektiniz. Tebrik ediyorum. Tek sıkımlık diş macunu promosyonumuz var. Arka plan değiştireyim bari. İnsanlar gelene kadar. Nasıldı genel olarak döneminiz? Dönem diyorum. Geçen haftanız.
İyiydi bence. Verimli geçti. Dersi de çok verimli buldum ben. Geçen dersimizi birlikte yaptığımız.
Fikirler hakkındaki dersiniz mi?
Evet, yani çok bir şey açtı yani. Evet.
Süper.
Ufuk açtı gibi bir şey
Evet.
oldu.
Süper. Ya şöyle söyleyeyim, ben sonuçta daha önce bir sınıfa ders anlatmadım. Yani daha önce ders anlatma tecrübem var. Kuzenlerim olsun, işte arkadaşlarım olsun, hani ufak gruplara. Fakat yani sınıf yönetmek benim için yeni bir şey. Zaman ayarlamak da benim için yeni bir şey. O yüzden hani feedbackler benim için faydalı bence. Mesela kayıtları izliyorum. Çok fazla dediğimi fark ettim. Onun üzerinde de çalışıyorum ama o da zaman alacak yani. Çünkü baktım insanlar nasıl düzeltmiş. 12 senede düzelttim diyenler var yani. O zamana kadar siz mezun olursunuz. Ama bir yerden de başlamak lazım. Ben FRP çok oynayan biriydim. Siz FRP'yi kafanızda canlandırabiliyor musunuz bu arada? Çünkü hani canlandıramayan varsa birazcık bahsedeyim isterseniz. E, FRP bir saniye. Muhabbet kuşum ötüyor. Onu farklı bir odaya koyayım. Pardon. FRP şöyle bir şey. Bir oyuncu aslında evreni ve NPC'leri yönetiyor diyeyim. Diğer oyuncular da kendilerine birer karakter belirliyor. Ve bir masa başında aslında bir nevi evcilik oynuyorsunuz ama evcilikten daha keyifli. Doğaçlama tiyatroyla işte sizin oynadığınız MMORPG'ler arasında bir şey. Oyunda hani her yöne gitmeyi seçebilirsiniz ve hani diyalogla oynanan bir oyun. Fakat bazı yapmak istediğiniz şeyler karakterinizin kapasitesi dışındaysa zar atarak bunu yapıp yapamayacağınıza karar veriliyor aslında. Temel şeyi bu. FRP'nin temel mantığı bu. Ben orada işte Game Master'lık çok yaptığım için FRP oyunlarında biraz oradan aslında interaktiviteyi yapabiliyorum. Yani benim için çok faydalı oldu. Hem işte crowd kontrol anlamında hem de e, game design anlamında. O yüzden aslında size çok çok çok tavsiye ederim. Kendi aranızda FRP grupları kurun, oynayın, oynatın. Hep aynı kişiye oynatmayın. Birbirinizden yani oynatmayın derken hep aynı GM'le oynamayın. Hep aynı Game Master'la oynamayın. Bu sizin için çok güzel bir egzersiz olacaktır. Çünkü şeyi fark edeceksiniz. Bazılarınız oyunculara işkence etmekten keyif alıyor mesela. Yani birbirinize feedbacklerde de bulunun. Bu çok kötü bir şey mesela. Bazı GM'lerle şey oluyor. Çok çekimser olup oyuncular her istediğini yapıyor mesela. O da çok kötü bir şey. İkisi arasında bir denge kurmak lazım. Aynı şekilde yani game design'larınızda da ikisi arasında bir denge kurmanız gerekiyor. Okey. Bu online yapabileceğiniz siteler de var bu arada. D20.com muydu ne? Öyle bir site var. Online FRP oynatıyor size. Görüntülü konuşmayla bağlanıyorsunuz. Orada da ortak bir board'unuz oluyor. O board üzerinde oynuyorsunuz aslında yani. Bu arada C Sharp'ta hangi noktaya geldiniz? Onu da sormuş olayım.
Hocam array'leri yaptık en son galiba. Jagged array falanlar.
Tamam. Jeneriklerden bahsettiniz mi? Okey.
Yok sanırım.
Exception handling'den bahsettiniz mi?
Evet hocam, ondan bahsediyorum.
Tamam, güzel. Bu bizim 3. haftamızın son dersi oluyor. Yani önümüzdeki hafta da belki bir şey, biraz dizayndan bahsederiz. Sonra oyun kısmı, yani daha doğrusu teknik kısım yavaştan başlar. Teknik kısımda oyun harici şeyler de olacak. Öğrenmemiz gereken. Öyle. Let's start with the lecture then. As I told you before, I had some like I had something like other than the things that we have discussed about finding game ideas. So we will give some details around those, and I want to also show you some examples of what we have already discussed. Yeah, let me check my notes again. Okay. We have talked about finding, like getting ideas from Steam, Steam charts, Steam statistics. And I want to show you an example of that. I'm going to share my screen now. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. And no, it should be here. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Where was it? Okay, I found it. Yeah, there are two good sites that you can use. I believe in both of those sites, there are, how can I say, some free contents that you can reach and some explicit contents that you should pay for. So to give an example, in steamcharts.com, you can see how many people were in the game an hour ago. So this is here so that you can get an idea about the concurrent user count. So concurrent user means, abbreviation for concurrent user is CCU, and in marketing and especially in multiplayer designs, you should like you use this number quite a lot. So as you can see, it's a really high number. As I recall, the highest number that Mainnet has ever reached was around 40,000, and this was our maximum. So Among Us is like basically more than doubling, tripling our concurrent user count, and like as you can see, Among Us has a all-time concurrent user peak of almost 500,000. So it's 500,000 basically, and the daily peak is more than 300,000. So this much people have played. In a day, user count reached this much maximum. So it's not a concurrent user, so they can log out, etc. But as I said, these numbers can give you a clue of your goals and your standards. So you can, if you make a quite similar game to Among Us, then you can set your goals as having a similar concurrent user counts, etc. And also you should, like, if you are having and if you are deploying a game like Among Us into Steam, then you should realize that you can get this much uh, users, players from Steam approximately. So you should take this into account when you are building your multiplayer backends. You should be ready for it. Basically, your app should be scalable. And what else? Like this chart also gives some clues about percentage player gain and also the number wise gain of the players. And it gives all the historical data as well. So you can also delve into those statistics and even create a chart for you. I'm not sure if, yeah, there are some charts here too, but you can basically take what is necessary from those data, and basically you can create a graphic, and you can compare this graphic with yours, like your game's graphic, and you can uh, perhaps see where you went wrong, because if your graphic is uh, in line with in parallel with Among Us graphic, let's say, for 2 months, but after that your new player counts started decreasing each week, then you can say that I did something wrong after 2 months of release. And you can uh, talk to your team about that and come up with the reasons, that made this. And you can also perhaps find solutions for this problem. Yeah. And another popular useful uh, site is this. So I chose the same game, but you can basically choose any game in Steam. Uh, in most of those games, um, they don't provide much data. Uh, I mean, game developers don't prefer giving out so much data because it's their economy basically, and they don't want to uh, share everything financial with the world and with perhaps their co-workers, etc. But still, you can see the tags they use, and you can, if you use similar tags, perhaps your game's chance of getting recognized will increase. And also, if you are unsure about the category of your favorite game, you can also check here. This will be useful when you are creating pitch sentences like we have discussed. As you remember, in our last lecture, we had a small pitch sentence that we can use to describe our game idea. And this release date is also important to evaluate games. For Among Us, it wasn't this popular for the last 2 years. So this is an interesting case. I say the reason it got so popular was because uh, of the fact that pandemic creates as a necessity of people working together and talking together, playing a game together. And um, you can have a group of friends that are not all gamers. So like, or you can have a friend group with different tastes in games. So uh, perhaps like Eylül is good with hyper casual games. Erdem is a more hardcore gamer. I don't know. Özgür likes games with lots of art, etc. But if you're a friend group and you want to, have fun together, then you choose a party game like Taboo or Among Us, or what else, like, or even OK could be considered a party game, but not everyone likes that. So these social games uh, are basically bringing all game lovers together. Yeah. And what else? Yeah. And another good thing about Among Us design is the fact that it had a mixed genre strategy. So it wasn't a normal, uh, it wasn't your average find the vampire, villager kind of game. It had mini games in it. So it's combined two genres basically. And these two genres went well together. I mean, hyper casual puzzle solving and um, social games. They both have a light-hearted, casual atmosphere. So they went good together, and this is what made this game original, I think. And um, as as you can see, uh, this game chose a great venue, great place uh, to to like as a storytelling element. So the game is played in space, and there's no one else, and this is why you are talking to each other a lot in this game. So it chose a good, I think, atmosphere too. And there are some things that are needed to be done for everyone's sake, like, I don't know, fixing the electricity, fixing, I don't know, other stuff, etc. Yeah. And uh, it's also giving YouTube stats. This is really, really useful, I think, because with this you can see the correlation of getting your game recognized in social media, and uh, your player count and your sales, basically. Uh, and also another useful insight that you can get from here is the playtime. So your playtime gives a clue about how addictive your game is, basically. And in games like Dota, I mean, I played more than 2,000 hours, and I consider it's wasted now, but still, you know, you your marketing strategy will be around, um, getting hardcore players and sticking to those players, keeping those players. If you have a game like Dota, and you can check the stats of Dota 2 from Steam Spy 2. And um, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, it's. I mean, it has Twitch stats. It has even when it's free, it has really useful stuff. As you can see the correlation between Twitch activity about the game and your user count, etc. Like I said, this is concurrent user, hourly and daily. and your audience. This is unfortunately restricted, and I mean, it couldn't find something similar. I guess this is due to a like bug in the system. Maybe it's trying to find all the things with find the things with all of those tags. Maybe this is why it couldn't find. Um, and if you log in here, you can. I mean, this is using the reviews from Steam. You can also check reviews from Steam as well. But yeah, and if you, like I said, pay for this, then you will have a big, huge amount of data at your disposal, and you can compare games too. I guess. I mean, yeah, not in Steam Spy as far as I know, but in Steam charts you can compare with others. uh, I don't know. Do you know a similar? Yeah, let's go with Town of Salem. And let's compare. And you in Steam charts, you can also see the tweets. There are a lot of tweet discussions going on about games. I'm going to show you another example of that. Uh, do I have to do something else to compare, or is it already comparing? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's comparing. Oh, since Town of Salem. Do you know Town of Salem, by the way? It was a popular game in Turkey
Yeah.
like a year before, I guess. But uh, compared to Among Us, it has nothing, as you can see. Among Us is, I don't know, uh, 200-300 times bigger than Town of Salem, apparently. Yeah. Okay. And this is what I wanted to say about this topic. Let me check my notes again. Um, Charts on Steam we have discussed, and game jams we haven't discussed. So I said that you can get ideas for game jams, but you know, you can also uh, check game jam ideas. So if you go here, you can see the game teams. I mean, I'm going to share this this with you after the class. So this has basically how many? More than 1,000 game jam ideas, game jam teams, and you can see some good ones here, like add a rule, remove a rule. There are great games using this mechanic. There's a game called I don't remember the game, but the name, but I will check this out after the class. The rules was simple. The game had around 17 rules to start, and you can basically submit your rule. Sorry, you can basically suggest a new rule for the game, and this game is like played by talking basically. And I'm suggesting that the game is not played in turns, but the game is I don't know, played with like players don't take turns, but the guy who shouts most will take the turn. Okay, will shout, like the guy who shouts longest will take the turn, and I'm suggesting that rule. And since I'm basically I trust my lungs and my breath. This is why I'm suggesting this rule. And I don't know, Erdem and Eylül and Özgür will agree with me. And because of this, this new rule is included into the game. And now we have an advantage over the other people with that can't shout long, and the game goes on like this until a winner is decided, etc. So this is a good game example, I would say. And I saw some good ones here as well. You are an unstoppable death machine. You are your own worst enemy. So maybe you are taking two different characters that are uh, playing against each other, and you are going to take turns playing each. I don't know, any I don't know, hundreds of game ideas could be derived from this one sentence. You don't play the main character. This is also good. You have to cheat to win this game. There are games like this. Uh, I mean, this level again. There was a game called That Level Again. And have you played it? It's basically a simple game that you are taking a key, then you are entering from a door and passing this level. Okay, and this game has the exact, almost exact, um, 50 levels, but the difference is in each level there's a tip for you, and using this tip you are trying to come up with another way to get the key and like solving the puzzle. Let me show you an example of that. um, it's really funny, and I'm going to unfortunately spoil some of those levels, but you are sometimes, yeah, this is the level. uh, so the clue is just press on it. I mean, you are tempted to think that you are, yeah, this is not a complex thing, but now you should press harder. So how will you press harder? Okay, so you jump and you press harder. uh, and this game, like this level's clue is trying dying. So without dying it cannot pass. Probably now he will try to die. Yeah, after he's dead once, the door is opening, and now don't touch it. Okay, and the game goes on like this. uh, like you can even, in some levels you can, like you should reduce your phone's volume down, because the clue is be silent or something like that. So you are reducing your volume, and if you mute your phone you can enter, but if you are not, you haven't muted, then you cannot enter from the level. And it's a funny game in general. uh, and it's a really easy. I'm not sure if it's an easy game to make, but yeah, I mean, basically you don't need to have much art. Yeah, you also have one words game teams. Upside Down is an interesting one. Unwinnable War. Why is it unwinnable? Maybe there are zombies, like infinite zombies coming to you in waves, perhaps. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to send you a link of that. And another useful site that I have found is uh, basically randomized game jam team giver. So this is giving me a microscopic world. Dwarves could be a good team. Jargon, Kriv, maybe. I mean, this could be the game jam idea for Among Us. You know, you have a crew of spaceship. Um, fishing. Fishing could be the seeds for my one of my games. I mean, I made a simple game that you are fishing. Yeah, near future dystopia could be the game jam idea uh, for the game we have discussed in our previous lecture. Okay, I'm going to also send you that. I believe there are more. I'm not sure if I found the best ones out there. You can check game jam teams. Basically, you can Google that. So there are a lot of things coming to your way. And other than that, let me check my notes again. Um, yeah, we have discussed this. Um, forum boards, uh, playing games. Yeah, playing games is also important because you like basically after checking some stats, you should evaluate the game yourself and see why is it successful and why it is not if it's not a successful game. Uh, yeah, sorry, let me just uh, mute myself for a second. Hello again. Sorry for that. Someone was at the door. Yeah. Okay. And like I said, um, where were we? Um, playing games. Yeah, I was talking about playing games. A nice quote that I read was, "You gain more insights on the bad designs than on your on good designs." So if you can find the problems and come up with solutions, this is a good brain exercise, I would say. And another, like I this is basically the probably the greatest idea that I have found. So I found it's on LinkedIn and by luck. So this is why I wanted to share this. It's probably drive some draw some inspiration from the popular game Portal. You are basically taking picture, and after you uh, position the picture, then your picture becomes reality. And like this is the greatest idea that I have seen on a game. Probably, I mean, I can't think of anything else. But yeah, like he's basically trying to create a pet for himself, and um, this will be a puzzle game probably. This game is not finished, but dude is working on it. Yeah, and like I said, he isn't afraid to share this idea, even this idea, because he's probably thinking like if someone is, I don't know, if someone is better at doing this, than me. Let them do it. Let them do it. Yeah. Okay. And if I was like, if I had a team that could produce this game faster, I would probably use this idea on my game. This is for sure, because I'm almost certain that this will be one of the most popular games in the future if this guy finishes the game and if the levels are also good. Okay. Uh, Another thing about game jam ideas, I have found an article, so I will share this with you also. Uh, I mean, it's giving a list of idea generation toolkits. You can check all of them. It's also giving a clue of the content. So yeah, um, you can check Plex cards, game boards, oblique strategies, that etc. And once again, oh yeah, when we are talking about Play Store, we haven't. Uh, I mean, I was going to show you something, but I couldn't find it, and now I like a year before, I saw a football game developed by a company in Ankara, and it got more than 1 million players. But uh, I mean, it wasn't developed since then, since the last like for the last 2 years, and I thought maybe the players are not wanting to play football anymore. I don't know, maybe the trend have changed, but apparently I was kind of wrong, because I saw another game that utilizes football mechanic, and it has, as you can see, uh, I mean, it was last updated in this year, and it has, as you can see, more than 1 million downloads. So yeah, I was wrong on evaluating this trend. And another thing, Play Store, and yeah, making more games is another great way to improve on your game designs, because especially if you are low on time, you will develop new ways to cut some features from your game so that you can deploy it faster and in a shorter amount of time. A good example is what I could give it, like what I could give. It's like the last semester um, I was, like I said, creating a fishing game, and the problem I faced was uh, finding a way to tell the player about the location of the fish. Uh, I mean, maybe like I because the player will throw a um, like spinning rod, fishing rod, onto the sea, and it needed to have a target basically, or it's needed to, like the player needed to have some clue, some insight of the placement of the fish, and a suggestion from the lecturer was this. So you basically build a radar, and that are showing the location of the fish, and you are, with that you are sensing the placement of all the fish in the sea. But this would take so much time, and instead of this, I used a really basic